And that breaking news tonight, a fifth person is now under arrest, charged in connection with the deadly Richmond Hill explosion. We broke the news late this afternoon. Glenn Holtz is charged with conspiracy to commit arson. The prosecutor tells us that suspect Monserrate Shirley led them to Holtz. Shirley took a plea deal earlier this year and agreed to help police and testify against the other suspects.
Call 6 investigator Rafael Sanchez has been on this case from the very beginning, and he just spoke with prosecutor Terry Curry about this new arrest. Rafael?
This is a major development, Todd and Erica. I've known about a potential fifth suspect since January. Never reported on that because couldn't confirm a name. Today, the case got bigger with the fifth suspect now being named. Glenn Holtz is now the fifth person being held in connection to the Richmond Hill explosion of 2012. Holtz's home is where Monserrate Shirley's daughter stayed on the night of the explosion and on two previous failed attempts.
He undertook an affirmative act to assist those who were about to commit the arson with full knowledge that that's what he was doing.
According to court documents that we obtained, 4 months before the explosion, Holtz invited Shirley and her then-boyfriend Mark Ray Leonard to a pool party in the Geist area. The trio apparently discussed how a fire could lead to an insurance payoff. The court documents go on to say that Holtz warned them to be careful because at the time he heard that someone had just got 75 years for arson.
Is there anyone under active investigation related to Richmond Hills? Anyone else as of today? No. Yes, this is based, the charges as set forth in the probable cause are based primarily upon information provided by Monserrate Shirley.
A moment before going on air, I spoke to Holtz's legal team. We're waiting to find out when Holtz will make his first court appearance here in Marion County. When I left downtown, he was still at the APC where they hold all the inmates, so he has not been released from there yet. It's unlikely that he will be released, so we'll wait to find out what happens maybe tomorrow or Thursday.
And Rafael, I know you've been talking with the families in that neighborhood since the very beginning. What are they saying about this new development?
I've spoken to the families, and they just want this to be over, like, right now. But those that are most affected are not commenting on this arrest or any of the other arrests because they're witnesses in the trial. As we know, the first trial is now 7 weeks away. So they're not going to talk about anything because they may have to go before the stand and speak. So no comment from them tonight.
So the first trial 7 weeks away. The status of the other cases in this?
Mark Ray Leonard, his first trial is in June. That's scheduled to go on time, even though there's been talk of a plea deal at this point. That is scheduled for June. Then, of course, his brother Bob Leonard is scheduled to go on trial in January in Fort Wayne. That could be delayed because, as you know, winters in Indiana are very difficult. All the witnesses are where? In Indianapolis. It is a 90-minute drive to Fort Wayne, so there may be a delay, maybe moving that trial to the spring. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but it's up to the judge to determine whether or not we'll have a trial in the middle of the winter for Bob Leonard in Indiana. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, you've been on top of every development. So
we will keep on top of it.
We appreciate it.
Major development at that. Rafael, thank you. And we have been with you, of course, on the Southside explosion since the moment it happened. You can find all of our coverage at theindychannel.com and the RTV6 app. That includes our full timeline of stories on the investigation, the uncut exclusive video from the neighborhood at the moment of the explosion, and of course our special Richmond Hill Road to Recovery on the families rebuilding after the blast.
It's a